something bad, really. And more than what please?
What was his fault?
No, it's not fault. It's all these are falsified, but it's narrated. Why?
Why are these stories all?
Yes. The problem is, how can I understand, or how can we understand all these narrations? Because Hind bint Utbah is the mother of Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan. Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan is the founder of Umayyad Caliphate. Understand? And Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan is a controversial and problematic character in our heritage. He is some people are speaking that he is a very good man, another are speaking that abuse him, threaten him, and they are speaking that he is a very bad man. And they are cursing him. You see? So, in all these narrations, in all these cursed and fabricated narrations, we have to investigate and we have to sieve these news and narrations to get a relevant opinion. Now, when I investigate the mentioned narrations, I found out that this issue is so contradicted and it's full of confusion, you see, as I told you. So I can adjourn as follows. The first one is the multiple persons who urged to kill Hamzah. We have three in these narrations. The first one, Jubir bin Mut'im bin Adi. The second one is the daughter of Al-Harith bin Amr bin Nawfal. The third one is Hind bint Utbah. All these narrations and the multiple persons who urged to kill Hamzah is a solid evidence that sectarianism and sectionalism has played or have played a great role in this regard. The second one, and we have details. The second one is many narrations have reported explicitly that Jubir bin Mut'im bin Adi was the provoker of Hamzah's assassination. But I believe that the most authenticated narration is Al-Bukhari's one, and Al-Bukhari is a famous scholar in our heritage, and he is an authenticated man, which is available in his encyclopedia. The third, no doubt that Hind bint Utbah was a provoker, but she passed many times during Uhud battle provoking Wahshi to revenge. Nevertheless, she never mentioned anyone in particularly by mentioning his name frankly. The problem seems from that there is no consensus on this provoked. The confusion leads me to be reluctant to consider her, I mean Hind bint Utbah, as one of these provokers to kill Hamzah bin Abdulmuttaleb. You understand? Fourth, what emphasizes what I stated about the sectarianism is that I never found any reference referring to Al-Bukhari narration. I found out the opposite, that all references have avoided mentioning it except few who stated it without referring explicitly to Al-Bukhari. The narration of provocation stopped chronologically around 100.5 years until Al-Mawardi, who has died in 450 after Hijrah, who mentioned it. Another stop happened. It is estimated 200 years until Ibn Ras Ghanama. I'm speaking now deeply and hardly in our heritage. And this issue ends of Ibn Mandur. Ibn Mandur was died in 711. Who wrote that Hind was vowed if she influenced Hamzah, she will eat his liver. Here these narrations stop. The conclusion. When I check these confused narrations, I found out without hesitation that there is no gradual and chronological sequences in these narrations, among these narrations, which means that the narration of provocation of Hind bint Utbah are so collapsed, and there are big contradiction and discrepancy among them. The first one, this is the first. The second one, there is no link among them. One mentioned that Hind provoked to kill Hamzah and Ali. The second one stated that Hind vowed to kill anyone. The third one wrote that Hind would reward anyone who can kill anyone. The fourth one reported that Hind vowed that if she felt victorious over Hamzah bin Abdulmuttaleb, she would chew his liver. Hence, according to this discrepancy, I cannot adopt any of these narrations. Furthermore, when I structurized these narrations, I found out that it kept stipulating that Jubair bin Mut'im bin Adi was the provoker on Hamzah's assassination. The decisive word I come up with is Hind bint Utbah never provoked to kill Hamzah. On the other hand, the provoker was Jubair bin Mut'im, as I told you, bin Adi. And if there is another provoker, perhaps she was the daughter of Al-Harith bin Amr bin Nawfal, not Hind bin Utbah, because it's fabricated and falsified, as I told you, for the reasons. I reported here that these fabricated narrations of Hind bin Utbah were formulated to diminish and humiliate a Umayyad tribe and the ones who belong to all of them, especially that Hind bint Utbah is Muawiyah's mother, who was the founder, as I told you, the founder of Umayyad Caliphate. In addition to that, he is still a problematic and controversial person, and we have an abundant contradictory opinions regarding him.
So she's not guilty?
Yes. So Hind bint Utbah is innocent from provoking to kill Hamzah bin Abdulmuttaleb. The provoker is Jubair bin Mut'im bin Adi, and the killer is Wahshi bin Harb. It's stable, and Hamzah was assassinated. It's stable, but the abuse and the corruption of his corpse is fabricated and falsified.
So Wahshi is enemy to
No, Wahshi, no, it's not enemy. Wahshi is a slave, and he is following what the master told. You see?
For whatever reason, we don't know why exactly what was promised to him, because that's not fair. That's not consistent.
No, continue.
Yeah, but that's not consistent in the narrative. Why he did it? I mean, he was probably promised something, but we don't really know what. Right? Is that correct?
No. Why? As I told you in the beginning, you see the video. In the beginning, there is two battles. The first battle between Muhammad and his successors and his believers, and his enemy.
Right.
Now, the uncle of Prophet Muhammad, Hamzah bin Abdulmuttaleb, was in this was with his nephew Muhammad, peace be upon him, and he was fighting hardly, and you know, this is a battle, and he is killing whatever because they are coming to fight and to kill, and he killed three. The main three persons in the enemy of Prophet Muhammad. The first one, Atbah bin Rabi'a. Atbah bin Rabi'a is the father of Hind bint Utbah. The second one is Shayba. The third one is Al-Walid. Al-Walid, her uncle, her father, and her brother. So this now this is the first step for the assassination of Hamzah bin Abdulmuttaleb. Now, after this battle, a lot of people started to take revenge. To take revenge from Hamzah Bin Abdulmuttaleb.
So was she atheist? Atheist that time she didn't turn to be Muslim, right?
Who please? Who, Hamzah?
The woman. No, the woman.
No, at that time she was still atheist.
Atheist.
Yes, atheist. You understand?
I was referring to the slave, though. The slave that actually did the killing.
Yes.
We're not really, it's not clear from the narratives why he did it. I mean, there's not a consistent message in the narrative. He was probably promised something, but we don't know. Is that correct?
No, I understand. If I understand what you want, he's a slave. And you know what I mean? Slave, he is following what the master wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay? And because he is a slave, and they promised men, a lot of them promised them, if you kill Hamzah, if you kill someone, I will pay for you something. I will make you will be emancipated and you will be free. And it's very good for him, because if you check the narration, and the details of these narrations, Wahshi speaks, and Wahshi, after getting Muslim, because he announced Islam after that. You see? Yes. But there is a big rule in Islam that if you get Muslim, everything will be dropped, because you are Muslim now. Yes, Islam. Now,
not just Islam.
Yes. Wahshi, you need to see something to speak?
Question. I have a question.
A question?
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah. See, the narration that Hind was behind all this is a very strong narration in the Islamic literature. So who was behind populating this narration?
I'm speaking about the sectarianism. You see, this is a very good question. I'm here to investigate that Hind bint Utbah, and to originate that Hind bint Utbah is innocent from this assassination, because she is the mother of Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan. And you understand what the meaning of Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan. Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan is the founder of Caliphate, and he's problematic. And we have groups, we have Shia and Sunnah, and this group is supporting Muawiyah, another group is supporting Umar bin Khattab, Ali bin Abi Talib, and because it's narrated that he was the enemy of Ali bin Abi Talib. So a lot of groups are fabricating many narrations
to have the Umayyad dynasty,
to make the picture, or to profane the picture of, or the image of Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan. Another group is making a lot of narrations to make it so good and pure. So I am a scholar. As a professor, I have not to refer to the video. Of course, I am here to go to the references and to investigate and to check all these narrations. You see?
Thank you.
Get my message?
Thank you.
I do. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your good listening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.